Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, let's work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me on Thursday morning, July 18th, 2024, here at Forex Smart Trade. We teach people how to become successful currency traders. We are very good at it. We teach you how to trade with our proprietary indicators, and I'm going to give you a sample of that. And we're so confident that we can teach you to do this well that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a bit of a guarantee. It's a bit of a win-win. We all make money, and it shows our confidence in how well things work. So with that, let's jump in. And we first need to listen to this guy, and then we can get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is we do these live training sessions where you get the opportunity to watch an experienced trader walk through their analysis and explain what they're doing. The more coaching you can get, the more access to information from experienced people who know what they're doing, the better off you'll be. When you enter our program, you're going to, the personalized one-on-one coaching we give is 17 weeks, but you will have access to group coaching for an entire year. So the ability to get questions, to get instruction, to get feedback, to have an accountability partner, all of those things will make you a better trader. I do 3 sessions a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning and Monday afternoon. Every afternoon, I also send out a trade setup that you can copy to see how accurate I am and make a little bit of money off of a trade that I'm taking. When you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. Every afternoon at 6 p.m. we do a live trade. As I said, lots of training in between. I like to work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused and make sure I don't miss anything, because I do get forgetful and I get distracted easily. So by having a checklist, make sure I don't get too far off course before correcting. I like to refresh my green charts every morning. Just I find it keeps it operating fast and picks up any updates that they might have done. Another good habit that I like to do is just to take a look at things that didn't go the way I anticipated they would go and try to figure out why. Tuesday, whatever trade we took, that closed within an hour or two. And last night's overnight trade setup closed profitably. So we don't really need to do that today. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. And our indicators are very good at predicting the direction that the market's moving. And with that, we only need a couple trades a day to be able to make some money. Some people do trade on the news, and those people are called fundamental traders versus technical traders. So even though we're not trading on the news, we want to know what those news events are so that we can trade around them and we don't get swept up in the move created by the news event. I like to get my news from Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into kind of three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, I tend to ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact, I also tend to ignore those, but some people pay attention, especially say when you have a red and orange together, like there was earlier this morning. And then the red guys are guys I want to trade around. And this morning at 8:15, we've got some news on the euro, and at 8:30, we've got some news on the USD unemployment claims. So my general rule of thumb is within the 2-hour window of whenever the news event is, I prefer not to get involved in that currency pair because these numbers are, people already know what these numbers are, and people connected find out what it is, and they trade against the expected move that's created by the news announcement. And by the time our indicator picks up the move, it's too late, and the move typically happens very fast. So it becomes easy to get stopped out. So we will avoid trading on the euro and the USD this morning. And let's see what we have. The strategy, we've got kind of a dozen different strategies. And when we train people, we customize a trade plan based on their availability to trade and their risk preferences. The one that suits me is something called the 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off of a 1-hour chart. But you can take it off of a longer time frame or a 30-minute chart. On a 1-hour chart, a trade is usually worth between 5 and 35 pips. My sweet spot's 11 pips, and if I can do that 3 times a day, I'm having, I'm making terrific money. And the strategy is basically there's 3 sections of the chart. I want all 3 sections of the chart to agree, and when they do, that's a high probability trade. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got this morning. The chart I am going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard layout charts. It is a composite chart in that it is showing me 6 different currency pairs. And in this case, they're all US based. So we are going to take a look and see what we've got. Now, we're not going to trade the USD this morning, but I can already see the impact of the news because before we came on, this was flat, and now it's jumping up. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where we're either overbought, the lines are above the blue line, coming down like they are here, and I want to basically ride the move through the channel and get my 11 pips. And here you can see, and we caught this one. All right, so this was 6 pips over 3 hours. So we didn't quite get the 11 pips that we're looking for. But both markets, middle of the night in Australia, still kind of middle. It's just getting to be morning here. So you don't quite get a bigger move when it's off market hours. But right now we're oversold. Everybody's going up. And I've got what I call a double cross, where the gray lines crossed over the black and the green lines crossed over the red. So I've got 3 points here. 1, we're oversold. 2, all the lines are going up. And 3, I've got that double cross. I also like the fact that the slope of the green line is greater than 45 degrees. I also like that the green line is entering the channel. Those are all pluses. Now, normally, I would then jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting what I'm seeing here. Thick orange is going up. Thin orange is going up. So that's 2. Dotted blue is coming down. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I need to have at least 3 of the 4 telling me buy. And then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. And both these lines are going up. I'm going to count this red line as going up. So I've got up, very, very weak up pressure. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. That's 7 points. I got points from all the sections. So normally I would consider taking this trade. I am not going to go to my confirmation step now because we're not trading the USD this morning. But just to show you what the setup looks up like, this isn't a bad setup. Euro USD, we touched oversold. We were hanging out oversold for a while, for 4 hours, and now it's gone up. I don't like it when we've hung out oversold for an hour, but this is a nice move. In fact, I like this better than this. Everybody's going up. We started oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. Steepness here is better than the steepness here. We're in the channel. I'll consider a trade as long as the green line is less than halfway, and it's just touching the halfway. So I like that. We're in the channel. I like that. So good 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4. I need at least 3 of the 4. And then we've got clearer up pressure here than we do here. And we have the green line on top. So up pressure and the green line on top. So 2 points, 3 points, 3 points. So 8 points. So this is a nice setup. I would consider this. Again, oversold, everybody going up. Double cross. Good steepness. We've got all 4 telling us here on the pound USD. We've got down pressure with green on top. That's a point. So, all of these are good. But the problem is we're not going to take a trade because we've got that news item coming up at 8:30. But in terms of a setup, I like this one too. Between these two, I probably like this one a little bit better. We don't have here we've got pressure going up, which is a big plus. But here we've got more of a chance of a better run, it seems to me, because it wasn't hanging out oversold for so long. I don't like it. I prefer it when it goes up, goes down, and turns. US Canadian, here I would pass. We're a little bit too far past the halfway mark. This isn't bad either. This one isn't bad. Dollar Swiss franc. We went up and touched. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Reds on top. Blacks on top. We are just skinny past the halfway mark. Two oranges going up. Dotted blue going down. Two oranges coming down. Dotted blue going up. And we've got down pressure with red on top. This is very nice. So even though this is a little bit beyond, because we have the such strong down pressure, I would consider this one too. Dollar yen, red line is horizontal. I want all the lines going down, so we're going to pass. So we saw a couple setups. I've cloned this chart, and I've got some non-USD chart pairs here. So let's see if we can find something with non-USD. Euro pound, we don't have the double cross, and actually the red line isn't going down. Australian dollar yen, overbought, everybody's going down, double cross. I may have two of the four here. Thick orange is coming down, dotted blue going up. I want three of the four, so we're going to pass. Also, I wouldn't trade this even if I did have this because of the time of day. Neither of these markets are actively trading right now. It's evening, and it's 14 hours difference in Australia and 12 in Japan. So it's evening time. Japanese traders are out drinking sake. Euro, Canadian dollar. I like this, but again, we got the stupid news on the euro. We're a little bit beyond halfway, but the steepness, I give a lot of weight to the steepness of this green line. And the steepness here is terrific. Let's, well, anyways, I don't want to trade the euro this morning. So let's keep going. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold going down. So nothing there. Pound, yen, we're just reaching overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are still going up. Euro, Australian dollar, just reaching overbought. Minors coming down. Majors kind of sideways here. Both kind of similar here, actually, at least on these lines. Pressure is different, but let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen. Overbought, everybody coming down, double cross. So 3 points, good steepness on the green line. Entering the channel, we like that. We only have two of the four. Thick orange is coming down, supporting the sell. Dotted blues going up, supporting the sell. I want three of the four here. Pressure. We don't have the pressure either. Pressure sideways. Greens, reds going down, greens going up, and green is on top here. So we're kind of missing it a little bit. Euro, New Zealand. Slow up turn that's coming down. This is a good signal. This is a nice signal. Good steepness on the green, reds on top, blacks on top. We're just at the halfway mark. I like it when the lines are clustered. Two orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So three of the four here. And we've got down pressure with red on top. So this is a nice setup. What's our problem? It's got the euro, and we get that news item coming up. So let's keep going and see if we can find a pair that doesn't have news coming up. But this is a nice signal. Pound New Zealand, we're more than halfway halfway in the channel, and we don't have everybody going down. New Zealand yen sideways. New Zealand USD. Again, nice signal here. What makes it nice? We touched. We're oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. We're at the halfway mark. The lines are clustered. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 here. And we've got up pressure with green on top. Again, another nice signal. But again, the news item we're going to pass. Euro Swiss franc. Majors are kind of sideways here. So we're going to pass. Don't have great slope on the green line. So let's go to our last group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Oversold, so it's come down through the channel, which is what I like. Going up. So we've got the 3 points. 1 that we're oversold. 2, everybody's going up. 3, we've got the double cross. Steepness on the green lines better than 45 degrees. Green lines entering the channel. Green lines less than halfway. 2 orange lines going up real steeply. 2 blue lines coming down. But we've got we've got sideways pressure here. What makes it sideways is the red line is coming down, green line is going up. I want the entire pressure to agree, but you know what? Let's just take a real quick look. My confirmation. AUD, CAD. My confirmation would be that I want both the 2-hour and the 4-hour. So I'm looking at now a chart that's showing me 1 currency pair instead of 6 currency pairs, but it's showing me different time frames. So here's the 1-hour chart. This is what we were just looking at. Here's the 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, 8-hour chart, 12-hour chart, day chart. I want the 2-hour chart to be oversold and the 4-hour chart to be oversold. And the reason I want both of those to be oversold is if this weakens, I can still pick up the trade from the 2-hour chart or the 4-hour chart. Here, we're overbought on both of these. So at some point, these are going to turn. So I don't like this. So let's keep going. So we're going to pass on that. So we didn't have this here, but I was considering making an exception because we do have the green line going up. But when I did my confirmation, I'm not happy enough with it. Swiss franc, yen, everybody's sideways. Euro, yen, overbought. Majors are kind of sideways. Pound Australian dollar. Majors are sideways. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. We're just a little bit beyond the halfway mark. So we get the 3 points here. Good steepness on the green line. I don't like that it's gone just a hair bit past it, but I'm willing to make an exception. Oh, man, again, 2 of the 4. Thick orange is coming down. Dotted blue is going up. So only 2 here, but we do have down pressure. With red on top. Pressure trumps the TNTs, so that we have the pressure here. That's a stronger indicator. Let's take a look and see if we have the confirmation on the C8A CHF. CAD, CHF. So this is what we were just looking at. Here we're overbought. So here, this is a good signal too. Could trade off of this signal on the 2-hour chart. Now on the confirmation, I don't necessarily need it to be going down. On the 4-hour chart, we're only 3/4 of the way into the channel. I really want this to be. I want the majors to be up here. So we are a little bit shy of what I'm looking for. A little bit shy of what I'm looking for. Tell you what, I'm going to look at one more thing before I decide against it. But right now, I am leaning against it. I want to look at where the support and resistance are. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop, and they become the bounds within which we trade within. And on something I normally trade, I already have the support and resistance like figured out and drawn, so I don't have to kind of redraw it every time. But since I don't normally trade this, I don't have it preset. So you can see it kind of stops in here, seems to stop in here and here. And we will kind of put it in. Seems to stop in here, down here. This tends to be about 30, 40 pips apart on the Euro USD. So then I want to know how much room I have. Now we're trading into a downtrend, which is good. We're taking a sell. I want to know how much room I have. So that's 21 pips down. 5.7 up. I'm thinking about it. You know, one of my kind of little rules is that I'd rather not take a trade than take a trade that's going to lose money. I'm going to pass on this. I want to pass on this. Since we don't have all the elements I want, I'm going to pass. So if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn how to do anything, the best way is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. That's the most efficient, most effective way. You don't have to recreate the wheel. Somebody you can build off of the experience somebody else has had. And if they're a good teacher, they'll be able to share kind of the little tricks of the trade that allow you to get to where you need to be faster and make less mistakes, because mistakes here cost you money. But that's what we do. We teach people how to trade. We're very good at it. We're so confident that once we've trained you, we're going to let you trade with our money. Have a terrific day. Thank you for joining me. Sorry we couldn't find anything this morning. Keep on the watch for keep on the watch for my overnight trade tonight. And until then, have a terrific day. Thanks so much.